In a world that just never seems to slow down, finding a little bit of calm in all the chaos can feel like searching for a secret superpower. Well, today, in this explainer, we're going to dive into an ancient one that's actually available to all of us, the art of patience. Here's our game plan for today. We're going to start by looking at what I call the impatience epidemic. Then we'll redefine what true patience really is. After that, we'll explore some profound wisdom from Buddhist teachings, give you some practical techniques for inner calm, and finally set you on your very own journey to peace.
Okay, so let's start with a feeling we all know way too well, that constant nagging sense of being rushed. In our super efficient world, patience has become this really rare thing. But why? Why is our default setting always in a hurry?
I mean, think about that moment you're stuck in traffic, you're late for a meeting, your heart is racing, and you can just feel that frustration boiling over. This feeling of being constantly rushed and stressed has somehow woven itself into the very fabric of our daily lives. We live in a world of instant everything, from food showing up at our door to having all of human knowledge at our fingertips. This constant immediacy has basically rewired our brains to expect results now. And in that process, we've kind of started to lose our natural ability to simply wait. But what if we'd been thinking about patience all wrong? Because, true patience isn't about passively gritting your teeth while you wait for something to be over. It's actually something much, much more powerful. It's an active skill that can completely change your experience of life.
So what is patience, really? It is not just waiting, it's how we wait. It's the active skill of keeping your cool, staying positive, and finding that center of peace inside you, even when the world outside is completely chaotic.
I love this analogy. Think of a gardener who plants seeds. They don't go out and dig up the seeds every single day to check on them, right? Instead, they give them what they need, water, sunlight, and then they allow time to do its magic. This is such a brilliant illustration of what true patience is, trusting the process.
And the difference is just stark. Impatience leads to impulsive reactions and a ton of stress. It lets everything happening around you control how you feel inside. Patience, on the other hand, gives you the space to think clearly, to actually appreciate the journey, find peace within yourself, and build incredible resilience.
So how do we cultivate this patient state of mind? Well, for thousands of years, one philosophy has offered a really profound roadmap. In Buddhism, patience, or kshanti, isn't just a virtue. It's considered an essential practice for navigating our modern world and finding that inner peace. From this perspective, patience is a deep form of wisdom. It's the wisdom to accept reality just as it is, to understand that life has its own rhythm. Fighting against this natural flow is what creates all the friction and suffering, but aligning with it, that is the direct path to peace.
Right at the core of this practice are what's known as the 6 perfections, or paramitas. These are basically the essential qualities that a person cultivates on the path to enlightenment, and they all work together.
So here they are: generosity, ethical conduct, diligence, concentration, and wisdom. But I want you to notice what's sitting right there, smack in the center: patience, or chanti. It's the linchpin. Seriously, think about it. Without the patience to see our efforts through, our diligence just fizzles out. Without the patience to understand what someone else really needs, our generosity can completely miss the mark. Patience is the soil in which all the other perfections grow, and it fosters that deep inner calm you need for true wisdom. Okay, so how do we get there? Let's move from this really deep philosophy to some practical, actionable techniques. This is your toolkit for building that muscle of patience in your daily life. The first and maybe most powerful tool is mindful breathing. The next time you feel that wave of impatience rising up, just pause. Take a deep breath in through your nose, and then exhale slowly, feeling the tension just release. This super simple act creates a space between a trigger and your reaction, and that gives you back control. Beyond breathing, your toolkit can include things like practicing empathy to understand where other people are coming from, and cultivating gratitude to shift your focus to what's good in your life. Even simple acts like actively listening, setting realistic goals, and knowing when to just step away and take a break, these all build your resilience and that inner calm. And it is so important to remember that patience is not weakness. It's not about being passive. It is an active, powerful choice to maintain your inner peace and clarity no matter what's happening around you. So let's bring it all together. Cultivating patience isn't about achieving some final state of perfect calm. Nope, it's about embarking on a personal journey. Every traffic jam, every slow computer, every single interruption is not an obstacle. It's an opportunity. It's a chance to practice, to breathe, and to choose a patient, wise response over an impulsive one. So I'll leave you with this question to carry into your day. What is one moment, big or small, that you can consciously choose to transform with the simple, profound power of patience? The path to inner peace begins with that single choice.